Before there were pyramids, before there were walls, before any empire above the grass ever rose. There was a famine that should have ended everything. Along this dry streambed, 6 colonies once thrived. Each held its harvest in secret, sealed away from every other nest. When the rains failed, they didn't share. They hoarded, and one by one they began to starve. 6 colonies, 6 queens, 6 separate hordes. Every scout turned away meant one more mouth left to starve alone. Among them, a queen too young to lead watched her own nest wither around her. She stopped arguing with the elders who mocked her. She decided to prove it instead. The seal cracked, then it broke completely, and grain spilled onto the parched earth in full view of every ant who had gone hungry to protect it. Threnna did not order her colony to give more. She showed them how little any one of them needed to carry, if enough of them carried it together. Ground haulers, to move what no single ant could lift. Supply runners, to keep the haulers fed and moving. And frame and skin setters, to shape what they carried into something that could stand. Grain by grain, a mound began to rise at the center of the streambed, not hidden in one nest's tunnels, but built in the open for every colony to see. The elders called it madness. A shared granary, undefended, was an invitation to be robbed by the first colony, hungry enough to take it. But the mound kept rising, and as it rose, ants from the other 5 colonies began arriving. First to watch, then to help, then to move their own hordes into its chambers. One by one, the 6 colonies became one. Not every colony joined willingly. One queen, ruling the largest of the surviving nests, refused the union outright. She had the largest horde left, and she intended to keep it by taking the new granary for herself. At dusk, her soldiers came, not to negotiate, but to seize. The joint granary had no walls, no guards, nothing built to withstand a raid. Threnna had no army to match the raiders, but she had Korvun, the engineer who built her first granary wall, and Korvun understood something the raiders didn't. A structure could be a weapon too. As the raiding force pushed into the granary's main tunnel, Korvun collapsed the passage behind them, sealing the raiders inside the very structure they had come to steal. Cut off from retreat, cut off from reinforcement. Trapped and outnumbered, the raiders surrendered by morning. Threnna did not destroy them. She absorbed them, folding the rival colony into the Union, their queen stripped of her title. That day, the Union became something more than an alliance of convenience. It became a law. Korvun was named the first architect marshal of the new empire, and Threnna spoke the words that would outlive every ant present to hear them. What one colony cannot lift, 10,000 can. It was not a promise of ease, it was a promise of scale, the idea that no structure, no crisis, no impossible weight would ever again belong to a single colony alone. The granary that rose from that first famine did not stay a granary for long. Centuries of expansion built on the same foundation, the same law, the same 3 roles Threnna assigned on the day she broke her own seal. Somewhere beneath the ground you are standing on right now, that foundation still exists, buried under monuments built by the same bloodline of engineers, moving the same impossible weights. 1 grain, 1 stone, 1 block at a time. Every wall you've watched us raise, every wonder you've watched us build. It started with one queen who refused to let her people starve alone. Next time, on the micro-empires, and an empire born from famine becomes an empire built to last forever. This is the Micro-Empires.